My name is Greg Marks, the founder of Right Now Today. We're here at LeftJet Studios in Seattle to see if we can solve some issues to bullying. 4,600 kids have committed suicide due to bullying, and 1 in 4 kids gets bullied every day. Hopefully today we can find some answers. With the help of our audience and Giovanni Sherm, we're going to see if we can make something happen right now today. So we have a question from Lila Brown. Could you stand up and tell us your question, please?
If you're getting bullied, who do you tell?
Reach out to an adult that you feel comfortable sharing that with. I would say the first thing to do is to make sure that whoever you share it with, make sure that you feel comfortable with them. It doesn't have to be a school counselor, it doesn't have to be your teacher, but it needs to be someone that you feel comfortable with.
Thank you for that question. So Cameron Patterson has a question. The bullies tend to be from home issues. Can you explain like what you mean? Like from issues at home is what you're saying?
Like, do they have like did somebody die in their family or something? Like because if somebody died, they might get like sad and like get upset and blame it on other people.
They have like big brothers that bully them, or maybe their dad's a bully, or it could even be their older sister. But yeah, that's a very good possibility. Or they could be really angry at something like what you just mentioned that has happened in their life. Thank you. And let's go to Connor. Why do people bully? Is that your question?
Yeah.
Why do you think people bully?
I don't know. Sometimes maybe just to be mean, maybe to think that they're like bigger and badder or something.
That's very good. That's very good. A lot of times the reason why people bully is because they have insecurities. Or like I just mentioned, someone else could be bullying them and they put that on someone else. Mm-hmm. So if you see somebody doing that, one of the things that I really suggest, I talk about communication in the schools. Sometimes when you talk to people, even though they're being mean to you, if you talk to them in a normal voice and ask them why they're doing that, or if they want to talk about it some other time instead of in front of a bunch of people, that really helps. Mm-hmm. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
And so Tamara, I hope I said that correctly, what are they doing with kids who have been identified as bullies to stop their behavior? Each state has a different law, or each school district has different laws. Some have a zero tolerance. Some of them, I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Bully, it's a documentary, but in that one, everybody just kind of shoved it to the side. The principal didn't really do anything about it. They confronted the bully and they confronted the kid that was getting bullied, and she made him shake hands, and that was pretty much it. And they were taking this kid and slamming his face against the back seats of the bus while the bus driver was not doing anything about it, and they stabbed him with a pencil, and one of the kids is like, stab him hard or stick him good. And she saw this on video and she still claimed that there was nothing wrong with her school. So if you really want to find out what the laws are for your particular district or school, you have to look online and you can find that out. Does that answer the question?
Yes.
All right.
How do you feel bullying challenges students to stay academically focused while they're in school?
What we need to do is pay attention to both sides, not just the students that are being bullied, but also the bully, so we can understand how that relationship works in the school culture. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Troy, go ahead and chime in.
I think that bullying comes from, some kids just wanting to be tougher or come across as being real strong to their peers. But I also think that there's usually an underlying reason that someone needs to prove that they're tough. And, I think that bullying, although it comes from lots of different things, I believe that it comes from, broken homes, the person that's the bully being the bully, like you were saying. And I don't know, that's just what I think about bullying.
All right. Thank you for that, Troy. So, yes, Zach.
I just want to add, I think that bullying a lot of times comes from a lack of understanding. So it's like something that someone's not familiar with that they're afraid of because they don't understand it. kind of like what he was saying, like some kids, they can grow up in a straight home, they're not familiar with that lifestyle, they're not familiar with what that entails, so they view it as this big alien different thing. And so since they don't understand it, they react out of like fear and out of like frustration that they don't get it. So I think a lot of times bullying does also come out of that, out of just purely a lack of like, it's not something that person's familiar with, and people get afraid of things they don't recognize or that aren't familiar to them.
I agree. Yes.
Part bullying, I think, sometimes is tolerance and learned behaviors from home, because our issue is racial bullying, and with my daughter, that's also educationally special ed. And when the parents of the bully were confronted, they said that it's just a phase. So I think that's tolerating their child's behavior and giving it permission to happen. And when we speak about suicide results, the most helpless feeling as a parent you can have is reading that your child wants to end their life in their journal. And all you can do is just smother them with love and know that the bullies often attack when the victim's isolated because their friends aren't there to protect them. And all you can do is make sure you've got friends that will see something, say something, and family and friends that will just continue to smother them in love. But I went to 4 funerals last year that were all suicides. It's 4 too many.
Yes.
And it's just, it's heartbreaking. The epidemic that's going on right now. And when I have parents of bullies that think it's okay in a phase, that phase may give my child no phases in life.
That's why education for parents and any adult that has any influence on a child's life is important.